Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Chicago Cubs.
And now,
all right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set. Today's starting pitcher, Edward Cabrera.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
All right, ready to get underway. Stepping in, Zach Neto. And a 1-2. Missed
Ball.
Inside with the curve.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses in the dirt. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Here's Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
At the belt and fires. And that's outside. Close, but called a ball. And a count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
There's a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they're creeping into my mind right now.
Swings and misses. 1 down.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2, goes off speed, gets the out.
And here's the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel. Runner on the move. There's a ball. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
2 out, space is empty. Next pitch is downstairs.
3-1.
And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Man at first. Jorge Soler up at the plate. That one misses. Now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
2 outs. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Here is Moncada. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. The throw won't get there in time, and they don't get the out.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Joe Adell. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Tough start for him so far, already at 30 pitches here in the first. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Conforto brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. They leave them loaded. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Back here at the friendly confines. And on the hill, the big righty, number 32. What should we keep an eye on here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the first. And now the first baseman, Michael Bush. That's too low. And it's 2-1. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. And it remains 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. He goes down looking.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Late on that fastball.
1-2.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Next pitch downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Missed inside with the curve.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That is the inning. Scoreless after 1. Here at Wrigley Field, new inning getting started. So in now for the Angels, Josh Lowe. In the dirt, and it's 2-1. Just missed. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game, with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Ball 4.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
Here's the speedy catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Swings through that.
1-2.
Pitch in the dirt, 2-2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Conforto settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's a speed threat, Oswald Peraza. No score here in the second. Pickoff throw, low, back on a dive. Swing and a miss.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Runner takes off, fights that one away, still 1-2. Low, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Runner goes again. Pitch
Ball
misses.
two.
Safe at
Oh,
second,
hey.
and that was not close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
On the ground. Tosses to first.
Out.
2 gone.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. And next for L.A., Zach Neto. Smoked on the ground to second. Tosses to first. And that is the inning. Angels strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that
Outside.
misses. 2-1. Swings through that one.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole
2
field
balls,
right
2
here.
strikes.
Definitely pounding him away.
Got him swinging.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
2 balls, 1 strike.
1 out, bases empty. And there's a foul ball. And no one can get there. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
Kelly.
Now a blooper back behind short. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Next to hit, Moises Ballesteros. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one the other way. Nice grab. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. On to the 3rd inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
But I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And here's the first baseman, Nolan Shanuel. Fly ball down the line. Hat hauls it in, and there's 1 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And there are 2 outs.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Here is Yoan Moncada. And that drops in for a strike. Trout off of first with 2 away.
Two.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Gone. And they add a pair. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's some real power at the plate. Joe Adele. Ground ball right side. Throws to first. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here at Wrigley Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Swanson digs in.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that one pulled foul. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 3-2. Swanson checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. That's ball 4. He walked him.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Going to count 1-2.
1-2.
Runner at first with no outs here. Missed with a changeup, and the count's even at 2. That's down and in. That one out to right. 1 away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Check on the runner. Swanson back in on a dive. Man at first, 1 away. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Two and 1 now.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And it's filled up.
Full count.
Man at second. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And ball 4 to aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Here's Alex Bregman. Two on, one out. And the count 1-2.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Low. Settles under this one. Brings it in. Out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swing and a grounder foul first base side. 2 on, 2 outs. To the right side. In plenty of time to first. That's out number 3. Cubs strand a couple, and they're down 2-0. And we're back on to the 4th. Now the left fielder, Josh Lowe.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
And down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Oswald Peraza will hit next. Way outside. Ball 2. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swings and misses. 2-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Set down on strikes. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. And the Angels are gone in order. They're up 2-0. Back here at the friendly confines, here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. That's off the inside corner. 2-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Brent Suter preparing to come on if needed. Zephyr John warming up as well.
That's a ball.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And the 3-1. And it's strike 2.
Full count.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Ground ball right
That's
side.
foul.
And that's just foul. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's Nico Horner. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
But this guy's definitely a
Two
plus
strikes.
runner. But what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Peraza fires over to first. Already two gone here in the home fourth. And up next for Chicago, Carson Kelly. The 1-1. And a breaking ball misses outside. Ripped on a line to center. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're still down. It's 2-0. Here at Wrigley Field, now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto. The shortstop takes the ball. Movement in the bullpen. Colin Ray getting loose out there. Brown getting cranked up as well. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-2.
In the dirt, but kept close.
Full count.
Squirts away a little bit. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Neto into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Neto leads off second with nobody out. This to third. Bregman. Jump throw across his body. Nicely done for the out. Here comes the manager. Colin Ray taking over on the mound.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
And next for the Angels, Nolan Shanuel. That's a little bit low. One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one fouled off. Popped up. Swanson. He makes the catch, and there's two down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. That misses. 3-1. Yoan Moncada would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. And now it's 3-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong makes the grab, and that is that. So the Cubs bullpen does its job nicely there. Home half of the 5th coming up. Angels 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Brent Suter.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
So up next, Moises Ballesteros. Swings and misses, struck him out. And here comes Dansby Swanson. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Foul ball there.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
One down, base is empty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanic.
There's a swing and a drive. And that's a fair ball. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
And here is Michael Conforto. Man at second. Chopper right side. Shanuel takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman,
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Got him! Huge strikeout there. Cubs leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Yoan Moncada. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that's outside. And now it's filled up 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
So a man aboard. Joe Adell digs in now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And here is Josh Lowe. Next offering is down low.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Next offering is in for a strike. Right side. And that'll get down for a hit. The throw in. And he's safe. So it's first and third with one down. Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. That's in there. And the count 1-2. Runners at the corners, one away. And we're in the top half of the sixth.
Two.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now, Oswald Peraza. And a slider in there for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Backed off the plate that time. Moncada on third. Low on at first with two down. Caught him looking for his head.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Look at me. Not measuring up how I want to be. Pleased with small things and downgrades that had to be.
Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Ryan Zefferjohn.
Number 56.
Now it's Alex Bregman.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and it stays fair.
Just a blue hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
In half up to hit.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Next offering is downstairs. Action in the pen down there. Chase Silseth up and throwing. Lucchesi, the lefty, warming up as well. fastball is outside.
On this count, runner not known for speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Dave.
Pete Crow Armstrong in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Gets under and pops it up. Neto puts it away for the out.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. That one missed. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Just
Inside.
missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a foul straight back. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground to short, Neto. Out number 3. One left for the Cubs. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jacob Webb. Back to the top of the order, Zach Neto getting ready to hit. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now the center fielder, Mike Trout. And there's a ball. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Hobie Milner up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Brown, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Bases empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side of the 7th. Angels go quietly there as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Chase Silseth.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count's full.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
On the ground right side. And that chance handled. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
And now the DH, Moises Ballesteros. Tying run at the plate. That misses. And a count 2-1. The tying run at the plate. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Cut out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
First and second, no outs. Dansby Swanson stands in. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Into the shrubbery and out of here. He crushes that one to center field. It's 3-2. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Chase Silseth is done, and he leaves. Now it's Jordan Romano out of the bullpen. The batter will be Michael Conforto. That one missed.
You know, these Cubs, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat, and that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
The 2-1. And that is out of play. Out towards right center field. Trout is there. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Still only one out here in the inning. And there's a ball. In the air, left side. 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Alex.
And now it's Alex Bregman. Headed towards the corner. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
1-2.
Ripped on the ground to second. The throw to first. Out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So the Cubs get 3 on this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Phil Maton, and he has some nasty breaking stuff. And now Jorge Soler. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Daniel Palencia up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Got him swinging and one away.
Pretty good strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Next to hit, Yoan Moncada. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's the ball.
And the tying run is on base.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
One down. Joe Adell, the next to hit for the Angels. And the sweeper misses. And now 2-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ground ball could be 2. Over to Swanson. He turns it. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Adam Frazier now in the game as he takes over at third. Well, 1-run game. Pete Crow Armstrong now at the plate. That one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball, no.
That one pushed to the left and foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a pop-up. And there's one down.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Nico.
So here's Horner now. And a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Now batting, catcher
Carson Kelly, the next to hit. Horner on the go. Pitch is low. Go to second. He's safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, He really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Man at second. And that's downstairs and outside. Three-one now. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Trout sizing it up. Squeezes it. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Now back, the designated hitter, Moises.
Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Moises Ballesteros. That just misses, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 outs with a runner at third. That one's in there. That's strike 2. Two outs. Fights it off. You'll see another. The 2-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Outside, and it's a full count. Dansby Swanson on deck for the Cubs. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Joey Lucchesi.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. That misses the zone. 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Base hit and a run in to score. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
First and second, 2 outs. Michael Conforto will hit next. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. On the ground to third. Frazier on to first in time. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Daniel Palencia.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
So in now for the Angels, Josh Lowe. Cut on and missed at 101. And the count 1-2.
Ball.
On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
That one drilled left field, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double. Really important at bat coming up now.
And a swing and a miss there.
1-2.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Angels with only one out left.
Well, I've always said it's tough. A elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
Now it's going to be Zach Neto. This one in the dirt. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
The Halos down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final 4-2. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Next move, I make sure I can't lose by changing my mental. I'm focused, I'm in tune, I'm plotting my next move. I make sure I